The Mini name effectively paints the brand into a corner when it comes to size. Buyers drawn to the unique Bulldog design and interior details do have a roomy choice. The Countryman, it's all new, right down to the side scuttles. Yeah, that's what these are called.
This is the largest Mini, but not by much, about an inch longer than the Clubman. It rides on the same architecture as the BMW X1, but is about 6 inches shorter than that.
Remember, Mini is owned by the Bavarian company. I'm at the press launch in Portland, Oregon. Rainy Portland, Oregon. Like many cities, parking is tough. Countryman still slips in and out of tight slots, though it's 8 inches longer now.
If you're going to be driving a crossover in crowded areas like this, Countryman's like an urban attack vehicle. I mean, really, what would you rather drive in a situation like this? A Suburban or a Countryman?
It snakes through traffic with a choice of engines under a very cool bonnet. There's a turbocharged 3-cylinder with 134 horsepower, or this 2-liter turbo 4-cylinder in Cooper S models. 189 horsepower and 207 pound-feet of torque are on tap. There are drive modes to match the mood of your commute. Both engines can be had with the 6-speed manual. The 8-speed automatic can be had in a sport version that adds manual shifting here.
This car is equipped with the Sport automatic that includes launch control, just what you want. In a crossover,
it kind of makes sense with Countryman. The drive route that Mini mapped out has roads that are fun to romp on.
the Countryman's seating position is 5 inches higher than the Clubman, so the center of gravity is higher, and yet this handles pretty well.
There's a little body roll in hard cornering, but it's one of the more entertaining SUVs to drive in a group that includes Audi A3, Mercedes GLA, and Lexus NX. The balance of control and coddling is noticeable.
I've hit a couple nasty potholes on this road. Countryman handles it pretty well. This is a very comfortable car.
This all-wheel drive Cooper S has EPA-rated fuel economy of 22 city, 31 highway on specified premium fuel. The much roomier Honda CR-V averages 3 miles per gallon better. There's a good chance that Countryman will see some moderate rural action, though this dirt road was the toughest terrain Mini had planned until this happened near Mount Hood.
It's a little bit of a surprise. Let's embrace it.
Mini says this new all-wheel drive system is quicker to engage, more efficient, and smaller, taking up less interior space. I'm thinking it works pretty well as I bomb through over a foot of snow.
It's all for research. That's my story. I'm sticking to it.
Back in a more temperate climate, the interior will not be mistaken for any other brand. Mini claims that the cars are so customizable, 2/3 of them are unique when it comes to trim. Really, who else does tweed in a car? The user interface is new, clearly based on BMW's iDrive. Not only is the screen touch sensitive, there's handwriting ability. Ambient lighting is an upscale touch. Surely your favorite color is in here someplace. Considering the weather, wish this was heated.
This might be a Mini, but there's enough room back here for 2 good-sized adults. Always nice when you can choose between extra cargo room and extra leg room.
This keeps things airy and it's standard. Cold friends don't get heated seats back here. There's lots of storage. Considering the brand's hip image, I would expect a power port in the back for charging phones.
The Clubman has dual swing-out doors in the back. I highly prefer the setup of the Countryman because it's starting to rain and I can take shelter.
It also makes loading to the curb easier. I'm traveling, my luggage and camera bags should give you an idea of how usable this space is. It's bigger now, but hardly cavernous. The square shape can handle large boxes. The 40-20-40 breakdown of the seat allows a lot of flexibility. A plug-in hybrid Countryman is scheduled to arrive this spring. Minis do not have small price tags. Base 3-cylinder models begin at $27,000. As tested, this Cooper S retails for $37,700. That kind of outlay easily buys the larger rigs that Americans prefer. Not everyone's bullish on the look either. But if you want it and engaging driving dynamics, few vehicles have Mini's big attitude. Serious drivers will be happy to know that a John Cooper Works version is in the works. At the press briefing, Mini put Countryman up against small premium utes such as Audi A3, Mercedes GLA, Land Rover Discovery Sport, Porsche Macan, and Lexus NX if you're looking to cross-shop vehicles and need some ideas. Even though the Countryman is anywhere from about 3 to 11 inches shorter than those, it often has better head or legroom. While I really spent just one full day in the Countryman, I got a lot of miles in on the drive route. I also spent a few hours the day before the drive checking it out and doing photography. I might find an additional 1 or 2 things to complain about if I spent the usual week in it, but I focused pretty hard to vet it. It's a nice rig, and it has a lot going for it. If you choose to custom order a Mini, and many buyers do, even though it's built in the UK, they claim they can turn it around pretty quickly. Talk to the dealer about that. And one more thing, the weather changed hourly on this event. Here's a pretty rainbow shot. Looking for my pot of gold.
Hope you found my piece about the new Mini Countryman informative, maybe mildly entertaining. Some of you might have noticed that I don't have any of the fancy moving camera shots. That's because I'm at the event in Portland, Oregon, and when I'm traveling, I can't take all of my camera gear, so next time, it'll be fancier. I'm always trying. That's Driven. I'm Tom Voelk.